What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be talking about Fast and the Furious. I'm going to be reviewing the movie. I can honestly say I'm not that excited to review it because God, this movie. But anyway, with this movie, I gotta say I'm a huge fan when it comes to the Fast and the Furious movies. I always have been. Like a lot of people, I mean, I grew up on it, and yeah, my favorite ones is Fast 5, where The Rock first comes in as Hobbs, and he hunts down Toretto and the gang, and it's a pretty intense film. It's action packed. I love it so much. The sixth one was pretty cool too, going after one of the Shaw brothers. That was pretty sick, and The Rock and Toretto teaming up to take on Shaw and that big ass Hulk looking dude. That was a pretty sick scene. So I do love Fast and the Furious movies, and I mean, although like I know that they're pretty dumb when it comes to like the action, because these people are just basically like superhumans and they do all kinds of shit. But I mean, I like that factor. Like, I feel, in my opinion, that Fast 5 and Fast 6, that was the end of the movies being good, because I feel like after Paul's death, I feel like it's just Toretto in the writing room, or I mean, that's not his real name, Vin Diesel in the writing room, just trying to make it all about him. And I'm pretty sure The Rock in the seventh one, The Rock was like the seventh one, The Rock was kind of not really in it, right? I believe he wasn't really in it that much because he was in a hospital for most of the film in the movie. And the eighth one, like, it just gets a little too much. Like Vin Diesel and The Rock, they try to make it like too much about them and being superhuman, and this movie doesn't have The Rock. So it's just focused on Dom the whole way. And I don't know, like, after the sixth one, they just try to make him superhuman. And one of the fucking like spin-offs, they actually do that. They make Idris Elba superhuman. The black Superman, as he says in the movie. And it's pretty dumb. Like, you go from having cookouts and church on Sundays and just racing to fucking taking on the fucking Avengers. Like, it's so stupid. But I don't know, this movie, I was expecting to have a lot of action, a lot of dumb action, and I was excited for it. But after seeing it, it's just, Fast 9 is honestly the worst movie of the franchise. It is, like, it's just so corny. Like right off the bat, like, starting off, like, you have Letty and Dom, and they have their kid, right, Brian. They have their kid Brian, and they come with the mission, Ludacris and Tyrese Gibson and the other chick, I forgot, she's like the techie chick. But yeah, they all come, they all tell him, they tell Dom and Letty that Mr. Nobody was kidnapped or some shit like that. That he was taken, and well, we need you guys' help. So Dom, being the responsible parent, he's like, you know what? Well, responsible for about like 5 seconds. He's like, you know what? I'm gonna stay with Brian. So, yeah, you're a grown up. You can make your own decision. And then he just dips. She's like, nah, my team needs me, dog. And so she takes off. And then Dom, right away, I don't know, I think he has Brian babysit. Brian? He has him babysit little Brian, and yeah, Dom goes and helps the team out. And from the start, like, it's pretty dumb. Like, the mission that they had to go get some key from a plane or some shit like that. I really don't remember. I saw it a few days ago, and it's just... It's just so forgettable and laughable. Like, this movie is just crazy. But yeah, they had to go get something from a crashed plane that Mr. Nobody was on, and yeah, they get it. And keep in mind that the team is already prepared. They're already fucking like militia at this point. They're fucking missionaries, and so they have like armored vehicles, like every single one of them. But Letty's dumbass, for some fucking reason, she decides to go on a fucking motorcycle. Like, you see your homies geared up and ready to fight. Whatever's, I mean, they shot down the fucking plane. Like, somebody's out there to go kill them, and they're out there to go retrieve whatever the fuck it is. And this dumb, she has a bike. They're driving, like, the militia comes in and starts fighting them. So they all take off in their armored vehicles, but dumb shit Letty is on her bike, and so she's trying to be like the badass. Like, you could tell, like, she fucking forced her away. Like, hey, like, I'm tired of being the fucking sexy badass broad. I want to be fucking more badass than fucking Toretto. And so she's on a bike, but that immediately fails. Like, they go through like a minefield or whatever, and I mean, obviously, one of the fucking guys decided to one of the enemy people, they decided to hit her, and yeah, she flies off, and then she fucking lands on the hood of Dom's car, like super fucking soft. Like, she's like, they're on a cliff, or like a little cliff, and Dom's driving below it, and they hit her bike, and she flies in the air, and she just like barely fucking lands, and then she's like, oh, I'm fine, let me get in the car. Like, you should have fucking done that in the first place. Anyway, so yeah, so now they're in the plane, they're debriefing everything, saying what's going on and why they need this certain device they almost got killed for, and they find out, oh, this is Dom's brother that we never even heard of before. Fucking Mia has never mentioned it, Dom has never mentioned him, but apparently they have a brother. So yeah, John Cena comes in, and yeah, he's like a super buff fucking James Bond type of person. Like, he's super, like, a spy or whatever, which is so stupid. Honestly, just not really much I can say about this review, but it's just I'm just gonna, you know what, I'm not gonna like talk about, I'll just talk about scenes that I fucking like that come up in my head as I go on. But this movie, it's just so dumb. Like, they have magnetic cars, and like, it's so pointless. Like, this whole, to be honest, I thought this movie was gonna be good. I thought it was gonna be a fun movie to watch up until like the first like minute of the movie. Like, for starters, they show how Dom's dad died, right? If I'm not mistaken, I think, well, they show like him at the race, and then like later on in the movie, like, they show flashbacks of like what happened. But yeah, so like they're at the racetrack, right? And then young Dom comes in, which he looks nothing like fucking Dominic Toretto. I think young John Cena looks more like John Cena than anything. But I mean, they could have like kind of CGI'd Dom. I mean, they have the technology to do so.
We have the technology.
Yeah, I mean, they had the technology to do so. I mean, they did it to Paul Walker with his brothers, and for the 7th movie. So, and they did a pretty good job. I mean, they really did. And so they could have done that with young Dom. And I don't know, that thing just annoyed me. But so they do flashbacks to that race, and then Dom's like, the reason why Dom like has like kind of like beef with his brother is that he thinks that his brother is the one that killed the father, because he was the last one to work on the hood, and something happened within the engine and it blew up or some shit like that. And I don't know, like, this story, like, it's just so, like, I wish I was in the writing room to see what was going on, like, because Dom is like just becoming like a fucking, like, he's just becoming like inhuman. Like, he's just a superhuman at this point. Like, there's a part where John Cena's like security or like army of people, like, they come and they all like swarm down at Toretto, and like, so like they're all climbing up. Like, Dom is like the last one because he wants to like fight off whoever is like close to getting his family. And yeah, so they're all climbing up. There's this door hatch that he could easily go in, and they could all just escape together. But no, like, this fucking guy, like, like he looks at Letty, he's like, I have to fucking take on a whole fucking military by myself. Like you guys go on without me. And dumb Letty, I mean, you would think that she would be like, Dom, like there's space in here, like just let's go. But I mean, she fucking drove a motorcycle in the beginning of the movie when they all had fucking armored cars. So what the fuck did she know? But yeah, so he fucking closes the door so they could escape. That bitch is still fucking watching, like he's taking on a whole fucking military and getting his, well, at first he's not getting his ass whooped. At first he fucking has the superhuman strength to fucking hold back a fucking probably like 30 plus men, like with just like his upper body strength. Like it's so, like it's so dumb. Like I can't stress enough how much I love Fast and the Furious movies, but this movie, like they went into the Ryan's room and it's like fucking Vin Diesel was just like, you know what, I want to make my character look so fucking strong that it's gonna take a fucking army to take him on. And they literally do that. They fucking do that. And it's dumb. Like, it makes no sense. Like, yeah, we get it. You're strong. You took on The Rock and you kind of fucked him up. And you guys were, like, throwing each other, like, through the walls. But you're not fucking strong enough to take on 30 plus men. Like, not even fucking professional athletes, like, fucking MMA fighters could take on a fucking group of, like, they can't even take on, like, 10 people or 5 people, like, jumping them. Like, it makes no fucking sense. And you have no training. Like, you really don't. If you think about it, none of them have training. Like, for example, like, I'm gonna bring up Red Dawn because, like, well, if you guys have seen Red Dawn, like, it's about the, like North Korea, like, taking over the U.S. or whatever, and, like, it's just, like, Chris Hemsworth and a bunch of fucking kids and young adults and all this shit. And he trains them all because he has military experience. So he trains them all how to fight, how to use guns, and how to do all that shit. Dom has not taught one fucking person how to fucking fight. I'm not even sure. Like, I'm getting way too into it. Like, I'm getting way too into like his backstory. But I mean, how the fuck does Letty take on fucking trained soldiers by herself? And Mia too. Like, Mia fucking is taking on trained soldiers and hitting them with pans, making them look dumb because fucking women empowerment. They have to show how strong fucking women are. So there's a group of them and they have to fucking take on like military dudes by themselves. Which, oh my god. I'm not saying that women can't be badass. Like, don't fucking get my words twisted. But when you have Mia, who's just a fucking chick who just is the techie who like watches over them, like however the fuck she does it, like she looks on the streets and Google Maps where the fuck and guides them whatever they need to go. So she's that person. Letty, yeah, I get it. She has a fucking strong hand and she could fucking knock somebody out that's clearly not fucking looking. But I mean, yeah, she in the first one where she knocked that Chinese dude out. But yes, I get that. And the seventh one, she fucking took on Ronda Rousey. But they try too hard with these characters, yo. Like, I get it. Like, it's a movie. I'm getting way too into it, trying to make it as realistic as possible. But that's not my fault. Like, they initiated that from the start. Like, it was just a group of fucking crazy ass adults stealing DVDs so they could fucking sell it off. Wait, stealing DVDs. Did I say that? Damn, I can't even fucking... brain cells. They initiated that they're fucking just regular humans just trying to make a living and trying to get as much money as possible. But with them becoming fucking super spies, and then they go to fucking space, bro. They go to space for some fucking stupid reason. And the guys from Tokyo Drift are in the movie, but it's like they never fucking use them properly, dude. Like, they were in Tokyo Drift and they're fucking cool ass characters. Like, I want to see them back and fucking racing again. But no, they fucking make these fucking guys into fucking nerds, and they're fucking rocket scientists or some shit like that, which is dumb. Like, you have these characters and you're just fucking it's just a waste, yo. Like, it really is. Like, Han was the only badass of the, he was part of them. Like, he was badass with them, and I mean, he's the only one who keeps on being badass, and they don't treat the other ones the same way. And speaking of Han, like, he comes back, and apparently, like, this whole thing is tied up to him, which makes no fucking sense, because he's just a drag racer. Apparently not, right? But like, how he dies in Tokyo Drift, like, that was supposed to be the end of it, because Shaw kills him, and that's what leads to Shaw going after Toretto and the family in the seventh one. So, like, these movies, they just, like, cancel each other out. Like, they kill people, they bring them back. They fucking, like, they fight people because they kill people, and then they bring them back and they become friends. Like, this movie, like, these movies are just, like, right away, because I knew this, like, from the, after I saw, like, the first, like, 5 minutes of this movie, I knew, which is, I mean, it's not really hard to fucking guess, but I knew, I was like, watch, they're gonna fucking fight, they're gonna do some stupid ass shit, and then they're gonna come back and be friends. And that's exactly what happened. Like, it's fucking, like, John Cena, like, he's fighting, he's fucking going after Dom, or Dom's chasing him, and so he's just interfering with John Cena, but yeah, so they're like fucking, they're fighting each other throughout the whole movie and, like, getting the best out of each other. But then, like, at the very end, like, the people that John Cena was working for, they end up betraying him in a way. Like, they're just like, yeah, we don't need you anymore, so fuck off. And he gets all pussy tickled. And yeah, so now he teamed up with Dom because these fools betrayed him, and they take down, like, some fucking big ass trailer thing that, I don't know, guys. Like, I watched the movie, but it's just like like, it was so dumb that I was just like fucking brain dead, just fucking sitting there, just like getting all this fucking shit fucking into my head with this stupid movie. But I mean, there's scenes that are funny that I did laugh, like Tyrese Gibson, like, he's like, they know it's so ridiculous that they had to fucking mention it. Like, they had Tyrese Gibson be like, hey, like, we never got injured, we have never died. Oh, nah, he didn't say that, we never died, but he's like, we never got injured, we never gotten, like, super, like, well, yeah, just, we never got injured or anything like that, or scratched or anything. So, like, maybe we're just superhuman. And yeah, so they knew that it was so dumb throughout the whole movie that they're like, hey man, like, we gotta injure somebody, but they don't. Like, it felt like it was gonna be like irony, like maybe Tyrese Gibson was gonna die, and I was kind of hoping that was what it was leading to, that just a big bowl of irony. But no, that wasn't the case, and they all survive again, and they just add another member to the family. Like, it's so dumb, dude. But at the end, which is crazy, they're all sitting at the table like they do for every movie. At the end of every movie, like, they're all sitting at the table with the cookout, and then Mia, or Dom, he's like, there's still an empty chair there, and then you hear a fucking car coming up, and it's supposed to be Brian. So obviously they're gonna bring him back for the 10th film. I heard there's gonna be two more. Films. I thought it was just gonna be the 10th one and that was it, but I read an article just today actually that there's gonna be two more that Vin Diesel wants to help direct, which we already know what the fuck's gonna happen. He's probably gonna fucking fight a dinosaur or some shit. But I don't know, dude. Like, it's just, this movie is just crazy. I give it a fucking, I hate giving it a bad rating, and I know I just shitted on the movie for the whole review, but it's just like, I love these movies so much, and it's coming to an end, and they do this stupid shit where they don't even, it just feels like they didn't even try. Like, that's what pisses me off more, that it feels like it didn't even try for his whole movie. Like, it's just Vin Diesel going into the writing room, say, it's gonna be about me. We're gonna keep on adding family members. My next one's gonna be my Thea, and fucking attacking us or some shit. Like, it's just, I don't know, dude. Like, they need to fucking make. Like, I know, and then he mentioned too that there's gonna be spin-offs for the movies. It's like, bro, like, this is your fucking spin-off, obviously, because from fucking 7 or no, from 8 to now, or like these past, like from this one to the last movie, like it's just all been all about you. Like, you betrayed the team because they had your son, and then you have a brother who's fucking apparently a super spy that you known about, but you just haven't had the balls to fucking bring it up. Like, I don't know, it's just dumb. But and another thing that pisses me off about this movie that I was gonna bring up earlier is that Mia's there, right? Like, she comes in, and you would think, because like what they did with Paul Walker's character, like that was perfect. Like, it's gone, or he's gone. He drives off in the distance, and that was it. Like, they should have just left it like that, and Mia with them, you know. But this chick just wants a fucking paycheck, so she wants to come back in, and now it kind of confuses the story with Paul Walker, because it's like, you're here. You would think that Paul Walker's character, Brian, you would think that he'll be worried to be like, nah, like, I'm gonna go fucking help you. Like, I'm not just gonna fucking be a stay-at-home dad. Like, I live for this shit. And he did. Like, his character was like all about that. And she even said in the movie, like, I trust you guys. Like, I'd rather you guys be together. And like, they don't even mention that. Like, they like she comes and she's like, oh, it's because I wanted to see fucking, I forgot what the brother's name was. I just wanted to see like John Cena, and because I haven't seen him in a long time, and you guys been like having beef with each other or whatever. You would think that Brian would come in and be like, well, he's kind of like a super spy, like a super assassin, so I'm gonna go with you just in case the things go down. You know, like, you would think that he would say that, but he didn't come in the movie at all, and that's what fucks it up. Like, because Mia has to have a fucking paycheck, whatever her fucking real name is, and she just fucks up the whole story and makes it more confusing. So yeah, so they're forcefully bringing him back. Well, I wouldn't say forcefully, because it was bound to happen, especially since the film is ending, or the franchise is ending, thank God, after this movie. But yeah, I mean, that's gonna be the last part of my rant, because this movie is just, for a rating, I give it, because I like the franchise, only because I like the franchise, like what I was saying, like, just because I like this movie, or fuck, I don't like this movie, but just because I like the franchise, I love the franchise, and it's been a childhood. It was with me from childhood throughout high school and now adulthood. I will give this movie a 3 out of 10. I honestly want to give it a 1, but a 3 out of 10 would do, because there was stuff that made me laugh, and stuff that made that, like, I believe his name's Justin Lin, the director of the movie, because he's done other ones too, like Fast 5, he did that one. Like, I love the way he films. Like, it's pretty cool. Like, it's getting all like geeky here, but like, I love the way he films. Like it's pretty cool. Like, how he does it, like the views and everything. Like, it's beautiful. So, there is shit that I did enjoy in this movie. I can't really point them out because it's very, like, the worst parts of this movie just keeps on coming up. But yeah, there is funny times, like with Tyrese Gibson and Ludacris. Like, they're obviously the comedic part of the film. Like, they are funny. They do bring up like cool, like funny jokes and everything. But yeah, I mean, other than that, like, some of the action was pretty cool, but then you think about it, just like man, like, these are just regular people, and none of them have been fucking decapitated or anything, and it's pretty, the route they go, I mean, it's pretty impossible that nobody in the fucking streets gets hurt, you know what I mean? Like, especially in Fast 5. Like, that's little things I think about when I watch movies, like, especially like for some, like this franchise, like in Fast 5, where they have the fucking Volt, and they're pulling it, and it's going through like the whole city and shit. like you would think like, damn, like somebody got fucking smashed, like somebody, like there's a fucking, like it's like somebody's supposed spaghetti in the road, you know what I mean? Like it's just like you would think like a lot of people got killed during that scene. And then also well, in this one too, like they have magnetic cars and like shit flies back and forth, and, like at a extremely high rate, like fast rate. And you would think that a phone will go through like somebody's chest or some shit, you know what I mean? So I mean, like it's crazy. Like I don't know. Like these are just regular humans and they do crazy shit like that, and nobody dies. So that's fun. And nobody in the group or pretty much the fucking group is immortal because they just keep coming back with stupid stories. So you know what? That's it. I'm officially done with this rant. 3 out of 10. This movie. I'm sorry guys, it was just like a pure rant video or review. But yeah, I did enjoy doing this after all. I was like pausing a little bit here and there. I was like, you know what, I can't finish it because it's just making me angry. But that's whatever. I mean, it's just like I said, I'm just angry at the fact because it's one of my favorite franchises and they just fucking just shitted this fucking movie out, like with no attempt of it trying to be good. So I don't know, worst of the franchise for sure, but hopefully the 10th and 11th one do pick it up. I'm hopeful for that. Maybe this movie was just so they could get more of a budget to build on those movies. That's what I'm hoping for, at least. So hopefully I'm right and we get to see what happens next. But yeah, if anything guys, I'll catch you guys in the next one. I'm gonna be posting more, so I'm sorry I haven't been posting, but yeah, I'm just gonna be posting more videos for reviews, for trailer reactions, and then also I'm gonna be like doing games and stuff I've been doing on Twitch. So if you haven't followed me on Twitch, I've been doing fucking some dumbass scary game on there, and like I'm a big chicken when it comes to like that game. So, or just scary games or anything scary in general. But I love getting scared, so it's pretty fun. So yeah, check it out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.